Hello everyone and welcome to a quick update on Mega Man X DiVE. Obviously the closed beta is going on as we speak and we are playing it a lot, making a lot of videos and live streams of the game, which you can check out some of it on the channel right now. But I wanted to take some time to talk about some of the stuff that's been data mined from the game's content so far. And that means with this video, we're getting into some super spoiler territory here. So this is your fair warning to close the video right now if you don't want to be spoiled on any future characters or other content coming to the game in the future. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Okay then, if you are still here, let's talk about some leaks. The biggest one so far is we have 4 character renders, or really to be honest there's only 3 new ones to talk about here because the 4th is Cinnamon from Mega Man X Command Mission, who we've already seen the promo artwork so far. So we kinda know for a while that she's gonna be a playable character, but she is in the data of the game. But as for the 3 new characters, we have Black Zero, Steel Maximo from Mega Man X Command Mission. Oh yeah, the whole Command Mission gang is here. And X's Giga Armor from Mega Man X2. Yeah, we're going retro these armors apparently. Going in order, apparently Black Zero is not going to be a skin for the game. He's actually being registered as his own new character. So he gets his own slot, which would tell me that he's probably going to be an S-class character, like Ultimate Armor X is. It wouldn't make sense since Black Zero is pretty much the ultimate armor for Zero in a way. Of course, Absolute Zero from Command Mission also exists, but in the mainline X games it's always been Black Zero. On another tangent, if you're wondering if Command Mission X is going to be his own character, apparently not. He's going to be a skin for normal X, which is what we kind of expected. But there you go, there's confirmation that Command Mission X is just a skin. In case you don't know, there is a skin option on the menus when you're looking at the character select screen. So there will be different skins, but it seems like a lot of the character slots are going to be used for more powerful versions of existing characters, like Black Zero is going to be probably an S-class version of normal Zero. And that means we may see the other hyper modes for Steel Maximo, Cinnamon, and Marno as their own characters in a higher class, with better stats and everything. Speaking of Steel Maximo, I'm really glad to see him getting into the game. Now we're just missing Spider and we'll have all the core Mega Man X Command Mission cast together. Not to mention Steel Maximo is more of a melee type character, so it's great to see another melee type, and I would love to be using an energy axe that Steel Maximo has as a weapon. That's pretty cool. It's also worth noting that we didn't even need a data miner to tell us that Steel Maximo is going to be in the game, because for anyone who is playing the beta right now, if you unlock Research Level 2 in the lab, there's already an icon for Steel Maximo already there to research. Of course, he's locked behind level 31, so you can't actually get him in the beta, but that is pretty cool nonetheless. Giga Armor X, that definitely confirms that down the line we're probably going to get character slots for all the different X armors. If I had to guess, this armor's class is probably going to be A class because regular X in the game is considered B class, as he is in the first X game, and Ultimate Armor X is S-class, and obviously Ultimate Armor is, well, it's in the name, it's the ultimate version of X. So Giga Armor will probably fall between in an A class. And we've already seen Buster weapons for Shadow Armor, Falcon Armor, and the Light Armor or the first armor from Mega Man X1. So it's very possible that these versions of X will make it into the game at some point as well. But it seems like Giga Armor is already in the works because there's artwork. And not to mention, for all of these 4 characters you see before you, we have actual 3D models of them as well thanks to the data miners. These screenshots come to us from Green Dende on Twitter. This is the first time we're seeing Cinnamon's 3D model as well, because up to this point, even though she's been in all the promo art, the Mega Man X DiVE developers have been pretty shy about actually showing off Cinnamon beyond that. So, it's not their official means, but here's Cinnamon's 3D model, as well as Black Zero, Steel Maximo, and Giga Armor X. Oh, and here is Command Mission X's 3D model again as well. As for another skin that could make it into the game, In the background of the lab section inside the game, you can see a helmet of Zero inside a capsule. But it's not just any old helmet of Zero, it's the helmet of the True Force design of Zero, as we've seen in games like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So that little Easter egg in the background seems to tell us that the True Force Zero will be making it into the game, at least as a skin. A couple more interesting things to note is the numbers that have been assigned to each of the characters in the game so far. Rockband Corner tells us that Palette is assigned character number 13, and Copy Zero or Black Zero is designated as character 26. That means there are 13 unknown characters between both Palette and Black Zero. So yeah, this character roster is going to get pretty big. So big that there's a possibility that we're going to have over 100 different characters according to the game data. Mind blown. But really, this tells you that Mega Man X Dive is truly meant to be a long-running game. If it is successful, which it could be because from our early gameplay, this game definitely has an addiction factor to it. There's lots of grinding and unfortunately gacha involved that could keep a player playing for a very long time, even in this limited beta that we currently have. So yeah, if this game does do well, they're gonna just keep adding more stages, more characters over time, to the point that we may even see every single stage from past games and that over 100 different characters at some point. That is going to be freaking wild if we get to that point. But the developers really want this to be the ultimate crossover Mega Man game. Basically what Rock Band crossover should have been, right? In addition, the soundtrack for the game has now been ripped, and within the game's files we found music for stages that have not been revealed yet. They include Storm Owl stage from Mega Man X4, the Jacob Elevator from Mega Man X8, Storm Eagle stage from Mega Man X1, Slash Beast stage from Mega Man X4, Cyber Peacock stage from Mega Man X4, the Onovan Desert from Mega Man X Command Mission. That's interesting because that's a all 3D stage. There's also the Deep Sea theme from both Mega Man X2's Bubble Crab stage. It was also used in Duff McWhalen stage for Mega Man X5, so we might get either of those. Perhaps the most interesting one though is we have a music track from Woodman stage from Mega Man 2. Yes, I'm talking about a Mega Man Classic stage. Whoa, that's pretty wild. But remember, I've been saying all this time, we've seen classic Mega Man hints all throughout the game, and we've heard that all the Mega Man will be in the game at some point. So this is just the beginning, my friends. Mega Man Classic content is a sure thing. This next part isn't really a leak or anything, but in the questionnaire that you can fill out now for some extra elemental medals on their website, they have a question here. It's question 39. They're saying, which function do you want to be added in the game when it officially launches? And there's some interesting ones here, so let's read it off. Character skins, which is already in the game, spectator mode for PvP, guild battle, a pet system, auto PvP which can be skipped, multiplayer raid boss battles, bosses that can be operated by players, a mount function, stages from the Mega Man Classic series, and we just kind of leaked that, so, and time attack match stages. So pretty interesting stuff here, especially the multiplayer raid boss battles. I think that could be pretty cool as an addition to the PvP stuff. Being able to operate bosses sounds cool as well. And I would also like spectator mode in PvP, that could be fun. But what do you guys think about these potential features? You can always tell Capcom Taiwan yourself by filling out the questionnaire, which I will link to in the description below. And you can also tell them your thoughts about the game, any suggestions and all, because they said that they're going to take any suggestions from the beta testers very seriously. With that said, that pretty much does it for this update on Mega Man X Dive. But that is not going to be the end of the information that's going to come out of the data mining that's going on. So if more stuff like that comes out, I will be covering, of course. And if you want to hear even more about Mega Man X Dive and see some gameplay, we already got a ton of that out on the channel, with much more to come, both news and gameplay wise, from the beta that's currently running right now. By the way, speaking of the beta, we currently have another chance to sign up for the beta for anyone that missed it the first time. They reopened it for today, and any players that sign up then will get to play tomorrow, September 14th. So I will leave a link to that in the description below. Do hurry though, because there's not a lot of time for it. But yeah, for all that coverage, you're already in the right place. ShadowRockZX. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, rock on. Have a great day.